My people, good morning, my people. Yes, good morning, my people. I am here for you. I am here. Yes, my people, good morning to you. The sun is shining. Another fantastic day in it. Another fantastic day. Let's see what we've got today. What's on the menu? Yeah, you see the title of the live. The title of the live was Paul Ellis v Hector. I think they've been having a bit of, I don't know, they might even have been having a bit of offline communications between each other, trying to sort out this fight. I mean, if they get the fight on, that will be a good development in so much as the credibility of YouTube fighters, like fighters. I will come on to that in a minute. Let me just say good morning to a few people in the chat, and then I'll tell you what I'll develop the theme. I will develop the theme. Maybe there is a chance that we will get these two guys to jump on for a discussion, and I will sort of be the referee of a discussion. Hopefully they could have a discussion that's quite amicable, you know. None of this going over the top sort of stuff. Good morning to the one and only, the tremendous, the fantastic, the fabulous, the innovative, the brilliant, the clever, yeah, the gorgeous, the beautiful Peggy. Nice to see you, Peggy, darling. Everything going well up there in Coatbridge. She has put Coatbridge on the map. Yeah, Coatbridge is on the map, and that's down to Peggy. So anybody from Coatbridge, give your big kudos and thanks to Peggy for putting you on the map. Coatbridge in Scotland, just outside Glasgow, outskirts, nice area indeed. Good afternoon to the one and only, the legendary king of the chats, Casanova, aka Chris Hartley, king of the chats, legendary king of the chats, may I add. Nice to see you, Casanova. With that name, he's definitely pulling the birds. Pulling the birds, are you? I'll translate that into English, pulling the birds. Up there it's pulling the birds. Good morning to the maniac. Good morning to the maniac. Good morning to ya. He's off his head, the maniac. Yeah. Good afternoon. Good morning to the T8. Good morning to the Stallion Roses. Good morning to Stallion Roses. Good morning to you. Let's get on to this, and then we'll develop the theme, talking about the big fight. You know, the big fight. I reckon this could be really could be a good, exciting moment for YouTube. Very big, exciting moment for YouTube coming up. Yeah. Good morning to the T1. Good morning to the T1. Good morning to you. Good morning to the Jojo. Good morning to the Jojo. Good morning to ya. I don't know if there's some controversy going on with this. I don't know if it's the same person, Jojo. Something or another going on. Something going on about this. I'm sort of hearing some background. What would the word be? Background noises or something going on. I don't know exactly what it is, but we will maybe talk about it in a bit. I want to stick to the theme. Good morning to the Matt Pryor. Good morning to the Matt Pryor. Good morning to ya. Good morning to the Sean. Good morning to the Sean. Good morning to ya. Sean, aka UK Hulk TV. You know the guy? Yeah. He done a bit of training with Hector, so he'll be interested to see what we develop in this live chat today. I think at the moment Hector and Paul are looking, but they're not in the chat at the moment. They're looking to see where I'm coming at with this. I like to develop the theme because I think myself, I think this fight could happen. I think it could happen, and I think if it does happen, I'll have to take a lot of credit for it. My people. I'm modest. Good morning to the legend. Good morning to the legend. Good morning to you. Maybe PP can take a bit of credit as well. I'm coming on to him. PP could take a bit of credit as well. We could half the credit for getting a fight on. Good morning to the PP, the PP, the PP. Good morning to the PP. Good morning to ya. Yeah, we're going to talk about it a bit more in a minute. Let's see who we go here. Good morning to the Minto, the Minto, the Minto. Good morning to the Minto. Good morning to ya. Yeah, 78. Blimmin' hell, he's doing well, isn't he? Yeah, very, as I say, when he came out the old pokey and all that, he's an artist, wasn't he? He wrote a book, sculpture. Yeah, he's a different guy. When I used to take his dog for a walk. He's a different guy when I was on the farm as the dog walker. And all you people that moan because you listen to my video and you're expecting me to be like hammering 6-inch nails, crucifying people to floorboards. That wasn't me. Honest, it was not me. I can guarantee you that. I was just a dog walker. Blooming try to tarnish my reputation, some of them were. Oh, disappointed that I wasn't the guy it was wielding a hammer. No, not at all. All I done was put the dog on the lead and take it out for walks. Yeah. Yeah, true story that is. Good morning to the Charlene. Good morning to the Charlene. Good morning to ya. Good morning to the Teddy Funk. Good morning to Teddy Funk. Good morning to ya. Yeah, we're going to develop this. I think the guys will probably, if they're there, they will jump on, I think. Because I think this is a fight that can be made here. Good morning to the live follower. Good morning to the live follower. Good morning to ya. This is definitely can be made. It can be made, this fight. Right? And this is my take on it. Good morning to the Phil Graham. Good morning to the Phil Graham. Good morning to ya. Peggy's stuck on Sean's link to his channel. Please go to the Sean UK Hulk TV, Sean, and subscribe to his channel. Please do that. Yeah, my people. Anyway, getting back to the two guys. Yeah, what the theme of the live is. Hector. Paul Ellis v Hector, or Hector v Paul Ellis, whatever way you want to put it. Yeah. Good morning to the Sparrows 5 Elements. Good morning to the Sparrows 5 Elements. Good morning to you. Sparrows 5 Elements is working on something. He's doing a song or something about me. Right? Thank you, Sparrows 5 Elements. And a beat. He's doing a beat. Keep with the music, Sparrows 5 Elements. Well done for that. I can't wait to hear it when it's done. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, getting back to the two guys, Paul Ellis and Hector. Right? There's a lot of hype and all that, but when it boils down to it, and two guys get into the ring for a a fight, whether it be boxing, bare knuckle, or whatever, yeah, that respect comes in, doesn't it? Like after the fight, doesn't it? Because they are warriors. The fight was originally, there was two venues, right? Hector's was Fancy's yacht called Bethnal Green. I would say it is a home of amateur boxing. It's world famous. It's very, very famous, world famous, and famous in London, London town. Bethnal Green, East End, just up the road there. And that is the home of a sort of boxing, and Hector would like to fight there. The alternative venue was discussed. Not discussed, but sort of put out there. I think this was by Paul himself at one time, Paul Ellis, because I just mentioned it in one of my videos the other day, was on Paddy's farm. But it seems that this venue is not available. This venue on Paddy's farm is not available. I think it might be pre-booked for other events or whatever, but Paddy left me a comment and he said, no, the fight won't be happening on the farm. And I think it may be that he's got other things going on in the farm. You know what I mean? Like busy or whatever. Other projects on the farm. So that's fair enough. Like, as I say, it wasn't me. It wasn't my suggestion. This thing about the farm was not anything to do with my suggestion. I was just repeating Paul you know, Paul's words previously a while back, that on Paddy's farm would be the fight. So we're now in a situation where I'm thinking that the only logical thing for this really to do would be, yeah, have the fight in the York Hall, Bethnal Green. Right, we know the two guys can fight in York Hall, Bethnal Green on the 14th of October, I think was Hector said was the date. He might jump on in a minute, he might jump on in 5 minutes and fill us in on the details of the York Hall venue. Like, yes, I think myself between the two of them, for the credibility of YouTube sort of fights and all that, this fight's got to happen. Because if this fight don't happen, yeah, I think the whole credibility of YouTube fights and all that goes out the window. Now, let me just say something about Hector fighting the Dean Lynch Ward in January. That is a long way away, innit? Like, it's like 6 months at real time. It's about 3 years in YouTube time. Anything could happen in 6 months to either scrap the fight, postpone it, or something. Like, that's like about 3 years YouTube time. So Hector has decided he wants to have an earlier fight. I mean, let's face it, Hector, you did make score a bit of an own goal. This fight for York Hall previously was all arranged. It was all arranged and everything. Paul Ellis had agreed to it. And then you came out with a video, Hector. Hector, you came out with a video. I don't know if you were listening to PP at the time. Because PP's, I think, his #1 advisor to Hector. Hector, maybe sometimes you should put the earplugs on. Anyway, there was a fight already previously arranged. Then all of a sudden, Hector jumps on and does a video slating his opponent, Paul Ellis. He didn't want to fight him and all this and that, the other. I don't know if this was PP's idea. He might jump on soon and tell me. He'll tell me in a minute, PP. Like. But anyway, that fight was already made, and then it was scrapped because Hector pulled the plug in it. Now we're now at the situation where Hector wants that fight, and it's a bit up in the air at the minute. I think personally myself that the fight has to be made. Yeah. Hang on, I'm just getting something out of my thingy-jig. Yeah, I think personally myself, for the credibility of YouTube, the good honour of YouTube, that fight has to be rearranged right now. Look, if we can get this fight agreed, Hector, yeah, he's probably watching this. He might jump on soon, right, with Paul, and it gets arranged. Are you going to stick to it and not start going doolally? Don't go off. Don't go off script if this fight gets arranged. I'm not trying to be funny, but if this fight can by some sort of miracle get arranged for the York Hall on the 14th of October or the 16th, whatever that date is in October, it might be the 14th. If we can get this arranged, are you going to stick to it, Hector? Yeah? You're not going to do another video, are you? And jump on and sabotage it again, are you? I think you have to promise. Hector, you have to promise to stick to the agreement, yeah, and and don't start throwing the blooming. Don't nobble it. Don't shoot yourself. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Pardon the pun. Don't shoot yourself in the foot and try and nobble this fight if it gets arranged. Do you get what I mean? Like, the thing about this fight, which The thing about this fight which excites me, yeah, this excites me, like, right, I want to ask Hector, I'm going to put the link in a minute and see if Paul and Hector are jump on, right? You know, he starts slagging each other off and all that. Like, you get enough of that on this YouTube, on lives, you get that, you know, people slagging, none of that, just a sort of amicable chat. But I would like to ask, the sort of question I would like to ask Hector is, I mean, I know he's got previous experience as a boxer, professional boxer as well, like, I think he had about 6 fights or something, like, you know, like, so he's what I'm trying to say is, he has got the professional boxer experience, right? I have to ask Paul as well what his sort of experience is, but what I'm thinking about is, if Paul, there has to be an option for Paul, if the fight takes place in Bethnal Green, then Paul, I think Hector's already said he's okay with this, like, but Paul has to have the option to pick whether it is boxing gloves. I don't think he's going to pick boxing gloves, but Paul, I mean, I don't know, he might. Boxing gloves or some other type of gloves, 10 ounces gloves, whatever that is. That might just be like very, very thin glove. Do you get what I mean? Just a little bit of padding on it. Like nothing much. Like, maybe it's more or less like bare knuckle, or is it the bare knuckle? Now, the interesting question I would like to ask Hector. Good morning to the Tim Smith, the Tim Smith, the Tim Smith. Good morning to Tim Smith. Good morning to you. Yeah, the interesting question I would like to ask Hector is, yeah, you've got the experience as a professional boxer, which is very, 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 very good indeed. Very, very good indeed, Hector. But, I mean, I'm going to ask both of them if you jump on soon. The other thing I would ask Hector is, Hector, have you got experience of bare knuckle boxing? I mean, I don't know if Paul Ellis has got experience of bare knuckle boxing, but bare knuckle boxing, well, it is what it is, isn't it? Bare knuckle is going to be different, I think, from boxing gloves. I think the 10 ounces might even be a lot different from boxing gloves, you know, like the 10 ounces, whatever they are. But the bare knuckle is the ultimate difference between boxing gloves. So what happens if Paul Ellis decides to pick a bare knuckle or even 10 ounce? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, Hector, I don't know if you've got any experience in that, have you? I mean, okay, it's okay if you experience with boxing gloves and that. Like, yeah, professional boxer. But is there a big difference when you change to bare knuckle? This is what I'd like to find out for him. You know, he seems to be confident with bare knuckle. You know, like Hector goes bare knuckle. Paul, I don't know. Paul is the unknown. The unknown. Has he done any bare knuckle boxing before? Has he got something in the cupboard? Something in the cupboard to bring out? Do you know what I mean? Has he got something to bring to the table? Has he got something to bring to the table with this, you know, this bare knuckle stuff? Like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting a link in very soon. I might even speak to Hector's top advisor, number one advisor, PP, while we're waiting for Hector to come through, and Paul to come through. Good morning to the positive vibes, the positive vibes, the positive vibes. Good morning to the positive vibes. Good morning to ya. I don't know if this fella called Ashstring. Do you remember the People's Champ? It was a long time ago, innit? It wasn't a long time ago in actual real time, but in time of YouTube time, that is like, I would say about the equivalent of a year and a half or something. You know, like time, YouTube time and real time are completely different things. This is why it's very, very important that these two guys try and come to an agreement and get this fight on, just for the sake of YouTube fighters. Otherwise, the credibility will go out the way. Do you know, out the windy? Out the windy. Good morning to Good morning to the Tim Smith, the Tim Smith, the Tim Smith. Good morning to Tim Smith. Good morning to ya. Good morning to the Benjamin Blanco Pickett, the Benjamin Blanco Pickett, the Benjamin Blanco Pickett. Good morning to Benjamin Blanco Pickett. Good morning to ya. In the Valleys, Ben's a good guy from the Valleys. So basically, Peggy's been watching a lot of Uncle K lately. Check out the comment. Yeah, my brother from another mother. Since I see that, I think Uncle K, don't I? He made that saying. Well done to the Uncle K for bringing out that saying. Every time I see it, it's him, innit? He was the guy that brought it out. Big kudos to the Uncle K. And Karma Corner, if you nick that saying, make sure you reference Uncle K. Yeah? I'm looking out for your interest, Uncle K there. Yeah. Good morning to the Foxing Band, the Foxing Band, the Foxing Band. Good morning to the Foxing Band. Good morning to ya. Right, I'm going to stick a link in. I can't see the two fellas. They're probably not outside of the chat. They're just watching in. And as I say, hang on a minute. As I say, the sun will shine. Dark clouds fade in, love and be kind. As I say, the sun will shine. Don't ever leave me, stay and be mine. A cappella, my people. Yeah, I just made that little jingle up because there's some people in Scotland, they say that. As I say. Yeah, my people. Big up the Scottish, big up Scotland, big up PP, half Scots guy. Yeah, he's half Scottish and he's a big supporter of an independent Scotland. Thank you for that, PP. We'll probably have him jump on in a minute while we're waiting for the two guys. You know the two guys, the two big cheesies, the two top bananas. Yeah, Paul Ellis and Hector, they'll probably jump on. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the link in. We'll see who jumps on. PP will probably jump on and give me his tuppence worth. He will give me his tuppence worth on this, probably. That's if he's not too busy, that is. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just say hello to Thingy before I do that. Oh, yeah, Tim, have a great day, man. Get the sunshine on the back of your neck. It's brilliant weather, this, isn't it? It's going to go right up to Sunday. It's going to be Saturday, Sunday's going to be 33, run about that. Right up to the middle of next week. The temperature's just going to drop down to about 26, 24, like run about Wednesday at the least. So 24's even nice all the way through to the middle of next week and probably beyond. It's good weather. Good weather, like. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stick the link in. And while we're waiting for the two combatants, the two boxers, we'll get PP on to give us his thoughts on the situation. Yeah, good morning to the Cartman. Good morning to the Cartman. Good morning to ya. Right, let's stick the link in and we'll see if PP comes on well there. If you're out there, fellas, I'll stick the link in. PP will jump on and give us an update, right? And then jump on any Hector or Paul and we'll see if we can get the show on the road, man. Let's get the show on the road. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's looking now like it's a Bethnal Green anyway because Paddy's farm is is all booked up. Good morning to the OG. Good morning to the OG. Good morning to you. The thing is about Paul Ellis and that, like, he travels anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I think he might have a van or something. He can drive down to London and park up in a campsite. I think there's a campsite at Lee Valley next to Hackney Marshes. Or else there might even be a campsite on Hackney Marshes football pitches. They used to have a temporary one every year. But there's definitely one on Lee Valley. They can park the van up there and all that. And you know what I mean? Like, let's see what happens. Like, all right, PP's coming through me. Okay, okay. It's a call from Hector. Yeah, BB's waiting for the call from Hector. If it's Hector, tell him that I'm waiting for him to jump on. I'm going to stick the link in anyway because the guys, you know the guys, Hector and Paul, will jump because I know they're not in the chat, but they're probably watching. This is how this YouTube works. There you go. I stick the link in for him. Hector likes to come straight through, didn't he? He don't like going in the chat. He likes to come on. He likes to like. He's in your face, isn't he? He'll jump on, like, you know what I mean? Like, he don't hang about, does Hector, like. So he might jump on and say to me, yeah, he's up for a York Hall. Tell us a bit about the boxing gloves. Is it boxing gloves, 10-ounce gloves? What's the other things? Bare knuckle. What's the Hampden Roar? He might even Hampden Roar. I've translated that to people that aren't Scottish. Hampden Roar score. Yeah, what's the Hampden Roar? Hector. Hector might be even having communications off YouTube with Paul Ellis, you know, to arrange it. Big Paul. I don't know if he's a Big Paul or what. Yeah, well, you know, got some interesting questions for the guys. The guys. Are they going to come on? Are they? Oh, there's Mo there. Good morning to the Mo. Good morning to the Mo. Good morning to ya. I'll tell you what. Good morning to the Kevo. Good morning to Kevo. Good morning to ya. Kev, have you got your guitar there? Do you fancy doing a little song in that? Well, we're waiting for the warriors. The warriors, we will call them, coming straight on. The two warriors. I don't know if Kevo's got his guitar tuned up and that, ready for action. Yeah, we'll see what he says. But yeah, as I say, this fight, for the credibility of YouTube, it's very important that they get it on. And I think if we can get this fight on, this will be a good thing at York Hall, Bethnal Green. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think that Hector was talking about having, you know, the Dr. Rackpool, in his corner. I mean, yeah, we would like to find out from Hector what is he thinking about having Dr. Rackpool in his corner? Yeah. Has Dr. Rackpool got experience as a boxing corner man? Has he got experience in boxing, any type of boxing at any level as a corner man or anything like that? What is the thinking behind that, Hector? Could you please enlighten us to some of your tactics? Big Paul Ellis, I call him Big Paul Ellis. He might not be big, but I've just seen Big Paul Ellis. We need to find out some of his background in the noble art of pugilism. Anybody out there that don't know that word that I just bandied there, pugilism, it's just a posh word or a technical word for the art of boxing. Yeah, pugilism. Check it out on Google and it will give you the meaning in more details. But yeah, as I say, we could hear some update from Hector as to where he's at the moment. I mean, he disappeared since yesterday, so I imagine he is in the gym tuning up for a fight, tuning up. I mean, I think he's definitely going. He realises now that he has to have some sort of fight. He's going to have one before January, put it that way. There's no way that you can wait all the way to January just to fight DLW, you know, Dean Lynch Ward. Yeah, it's a long way off. And Dean Lynch Ward has got a fight in between. So at the minute, Hector is sort of in no man's land, isn't he? He's in limbo. He needs to get a fight. And that was a fight that was already previously arranged. And he's going to have to sort of try and smooth it out with Paul to get the fight back on. in York Hall. Do you know what I mean? Like, my advice to Hector as well would be don't keep all this sort of, it's no banter with Hector. Sometimes you just go over the line. Like, keep yourself in check. Don't insult your opponent. Like over the top before the fight. Like, or the fight will never happen. The fight was already previously arranged, and Hector pulled the plug in it. But now he wants to reignite the fight. And as I say, I think it would be a good fight. So we have to find out some of the details. And we can only find out the details from one or the other of Paul or Hector. And for instance, is it going to be boxing gloves, 10-ounce gloves, or bare knuckle? How many rounds? How many minutes each round, or whatever? I don't know if it's rounds. See, the thing is, like with that bare knuckle, the bare knuckle, they don't really have rounds in bare knuckle, unless they want to make up some sort of rules thing. Normally, bare knuckle is start the fight, bare knuckle fight. Oh, hang on a minute. I know who will get on. I'm going to ask Norris to jump on because he's a bit of a boxing aficionado. He knows a lot about what have you, boxing and all that. And basically, usually, if it's a boxing event and they say we're going to do bare knuckle, right, and you see all these fights before the fight, Hector and Paul Ellis, and then all of a sudden it comes to Hector and Paul Ellis, but they're going to be fighting bare knuckle. They're not doing boxing gloves. Say, for example, bare knuckle they're going to do. Do they have rounds like boxing, 3-minute rounds, or do they just go ring the bell and they go out and the fight keeps going till somebody, somebody gets beat or gives up or whatever? Is that how it's going to be? I mean, we have to find out some sort of details about this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, let's get the thing in. I'm going to see if Norris will jump on. The link's there, Norris. Tell me what your thoughts on that. Because Norris is very, very, he knows about the boxing and all that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, Norris was the guy that done the best camera footage of the fight with do you remember that String the People's Champion Pablo when he had their scrap? He done the best, the best fight with it, the camera angles and all that. Oh, here he is. I'm going to stick him straight on, like.
Yes, mate.
All right, Norris, how you doing, man?
I'm all right, mate. Long time no speak. Another fight is amongst us, so let's have a breakdown, shall we?
Yeah. Give me your thoughts on what's going on, man.
Well, when you said then about rules and things, it's all gone a bit out the window because, as far as I'm concerned, if you're meeting someone for a fight, there's no rules to it. You're meeting for a fight. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you're meeting in combat, like so in a gym, like you say, sometimes they do bare knuckle, and like a lot of the time, it's the way I would see it. If I'm doing a bare knuckle fight with someone I don't like, there's no rounds. It's just till somebody loses. Whereas if it's an actual boxing match, there's 2-minute, 3-minute rounds, whatever you want to choose. But I can't imagine that Paul Ellis is going to want an outright straightener with an ex-professional boxer. I can't see it happening, mate. And if it does, it's going one way.
Yeah. But what I'm thinking about is I'll just run this past you. Right, Hector was a professional boxer, yeah? I'll give you that. Like, so he's a professional boxer. But is there no difference to a bare knuckle fight?
If I'm a professional boxer, you can't hit right. If I'm just a guy off the street and I'm fighting a guy who's a professional boxer, I can't hit you. You can hit me whenever you want. When I hit you, you've been trained to take them shots over and over again. So whether there's a little bit of padding in between the knuckle or not, there's that many other factors going on that little bit of padding in your knuckle means nothing. Do you know what I mean? If I can make you miss and make you pay and you can't do nothing about it, it's over, isn't it?
Right.
But what I will say is he's injured. Hector is injured. Every time I've been watching him spar, all you got to do is put a bit of pressure on and he's turning his ankle over. So there you go. There's a tip. Push him around a bit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that one. Yeah. I noticed something. I'm not an expert, so but I watched Hector's last little video. You know, when he's sparring, like, so he's not going to give a lot of secrets away and all that sort of thing. But the guy he was sparring with in the boxing ring, you know, with the boxing gloves and all that. And I was just watching this little short video, Hector sparring, and I thought, blimey hell, his reflexes are very slow for like a professional.
But what he is, Jockney, because I've been clocking him a little bit myself, and lads like that what he's been in his time is they call it a gym rat, and it's not a bad thing. A lot of guys a lot of people would wish to be a gym rat. What it is you go gym to gym, you spar anybody, and what you do is you bring the guy on. You're his sparring partner, and you help him out. So he's got stuck in this rut of sitting, soaking loads of punches up, and then giving it some, at the end of the round. And he fights in bursts. He fights in small bursts because he realises he's a bit old to be sticking it on you from the start. But don't sleep on a guy like him, because what you'll do, you shoot your load, you'll think, oh, I've got him here on ropes, bang, 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 nothing's landing, and then he'll just go pop to the body and break your rib. So there's a lot of stuff going on that you probably don't see, if you know what I mean. But I'm clocking him, and I'm thinking, I wouldn't shoot my load with him. I'd wait till he tired. I'd let him fight in his bursts, and I'd wear him out, because I think his fitness would let him down in the long haul. And if you're bigger and stronger than him, lean on him. Don't waste your energy by trying to bomb away with him, because he'll just cover up. He'll sit there all night and let you. He'll soak punches up all night. Him.
Yeah. Another thing I was going to run past you, Norris. The thing is with Paul Ellis, he's an unknown, and we don't really know nothing about him boxing wise or anything. I don't know if anything.
He's a man of a certain age who smokes, who lives a certain lifestyle. He's definitely not in a boxing. I can tell you right now, he's not regularly going to a boxing gym and sparring regularly, and Hector is, isn't he? So if he thinks he's going to turn up with a can of beer in his belly, thinking he's going to duke it out like they're in a pub, he's very much mistaken. Do you know what I mean? He'll get took to bits, but I don't know. I'm just guessing. He just don't look like the kind of bloke. I seen him ripping a bit of a bong the other day. It don't seem like, but I mean, I'm sure Hector does a bit of smoking and that. I don't know. We're not talking about peak athletes, are we? Do you know what I mean? We're not talking about Usain Bolt here.
Oh, good, that's brilliant, man. Yeah. But what about, just say he's got a good technique or something? You know what I mean? Like Paul Ellis, he might be a good technique. He might have a good technique.
Well, unless he's had, let's say for instance, he's had 20, 30 amateur bouts as a kid, and he's won most of them. Let's say he ain't a kid no more. There's been a lot of doobies go down. There's been a lot of takeaways go down since then. So unless he's been keeping his eye in, he's, it's one-way traffic for me. I know where my money would be going, but do you know what I mean? If buts and maybes don't cut it when you're having a fight with someone, do you know what I mean? You're either trained or you're not. You know what I mean? You can get lucky, but I don't bet on lucky.
Yeah. But what about if he just gets one big punch, like you say, he gets one big punch and it lands on, say, Hector's chin, could that be enough for him? Could that knock him out, do you think?
Well, we don't know what listen, he could have like ridiculous, but I actually watched him. I watched a bout of him as an amateur, and like nothing against the lad, he just looked like an amateur lad. I don't know whether you've seen it. He's kicking about somewhere. There's a video of him, and he had a bout when he was. So he's had an amateur bout.
Yeah.
But this Hector, he's living it every day. He's in the gym every day. It's like me, I'm not saying I'm living it, but I'm training every day. And if you're not of equivalent, if you're not in any kind of shape to be doing it, you're not landing a lucky punch. You're not just getting a big right hand and ripping one out on me. It's not happening. I'm moving out of the way and I'm countering you. I'm doing it every day. Unless, I mean, don't get me wrong, people get lucky. Do you know what I mean? I'm certainly not saying that doesn't happen.
No. See, I think, I know you said that you're not really into, the fighting yourself now these days. That you're not really into the sort of thing, but I think there possibly will be an event next year. I think this could be one you might want to consider. There could be a big event in Glasgow next year.
All right. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm game. I've got a bit going on in my personal life at the moment, which would probably hinder my training because I'd want to be in ridiculous shape to do it. I wouldn't be doing it to, like a lot of these guys out here. They're not taking it seriously. I'm not coming to get beat. If I get beat, I get beat fair and square. And I turned up in the best shape I could turn up in. That's like where I'm at. And I'd live with it. You know what I mean? And it would probably only be one more. That's the way I'm viewing it. But I'm game. Listen, I'm game. If the right thing came along and the right dance partner, I'd consider it definitely.
Yeah, this one is going to be probably organised by motorsports buggies like
proper outfit then, yeah, Delboy and Rodney.
Yeah. No, his missus is going to be organiser, of the up in Scotland. Like she does all that sort of stuff. Like she's like brilliant at organising, and it could be next year. It'll be in Glasgow. Glasgow's brilliant.
Yeah, listen, man. Like I say, if somebody was to offer me the right, and I'm not bothered about the money. It's nothing to do with finances. Nobody's paying to watch a lad like me box. I couldn't, nobody gives a shit, do they? Not lighting Madison Square Garden up anytime soon. It's just if they offered me the right person that would get me up for it, then I would go, yeah, go on, then why not?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I think it'd be good. So, what sort of weight would you be fighting at roughly? Your weight.
I'm not a big guy. I'm probably about 11 stone-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
Probably about like Ben Atchett type weight. Only a little guy.
Height,
so.
Yeah. What height are you about? Height.
5'7", 6 foot with me cowboy boots on.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same height as you as well. I'm a bit like 5'8", something like that. I'm a bit the same thing as well. I don't know what my weight is because I never weigh myself. I'm not looking for a fight with you, by the way.
Hey, come on, Johnny. I see you throwing them hands.
I'm sort of around about the same sort of weight, that sort of thing. I think as well.
Listen, I'm not going to get carried away. I know I'm just a nearly 40-year-old bit of a bum. I'm not. Please don't think I'm thinking I'm going to light the stages up. It's just for my own personal, my own. It's for myself. It'd be for myself. It'd be a selfish reason I'd be doing it. Do you know what I mean?
If your own sort of satisfaction in it, like a little.
That's it, mate.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'd like to get my name. I've always wanted to. The goal would be to get my name in box rec. Even if I get beat, I'm not bothered. I've always just wanted one pro bout to be able to weigh in, have a medical, go through the process. Even if I got beat, even if it's just a journeyman thing, just so I can put my name in box rec. And when my grandkids look up the name, they'll be the great granddads in box rec. You know what I mean? I know it sounds a bit daft, but just that's
so
it.
When you say box rec, you mean bare knuckles? Is that box
no,
rec?
Box rec. It's where if you ever have a professional bout, a lot of it they record a lot of amateur stuff now as well. So if you've ever had like Hector, you can just look him up on box rec, just type his name in, Remel Scott, and it brings you up every record of every bout he's had, and it'll tell you who he's fought, and then you click on that person, and it'll tell you who that first person fought. So it's great, actually. I sit and study it quite a lot, that box rec, and I'd like to have my name in it. That's all.
Oh, that's good. I'll tell you what, talking about Ben Hatchett, I met him about 6 weeks ago or 2 months. I done a little video, I bumped into him. He was just walking out of Euston Station, and I'm quite good, I can see people, even if I've never seen them in real life. I've got this thing about Facebook. And I went, "Hi, Ben." He was on the phone. I said, "Look," I said, "Here, say hello to Peggy." Like, I was on the phone, sorry. I said, I was talking to Peggy. I went, "Look," and he took the phone and he went, "Oh, hello, Peggy, blah, 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 blah." And when I seen him, but the thing that was interesting, I heard this thing about, Ben Hatchett, he's a wee guy and all that. But when I seen him, he looked quite tall. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he didn't look.
Yeah,
Like
I met him at that 3D. He's like, I'll be honest, he's perfect size for me. He's perfect for me.
Yeah.
You know, like if I was to, you know, I'd probably box somebody like him. But I don't know whether it'd be naughty. I mean, listen, he's had a lot more experience than I have. You know, as far as getting in and getting stuck in. So, and I don't know whether they'd even consider it, but I think I'd do pretty well with him. I'll be honest. I think I'd do pretty well with him.
I mean, what would you say about like his opponents? A lot of people were critical of the people he's fought, like having, how can I put it, done a lot or something, you know, or put up a bit of a fight, you know?
Yeah, well, I think it's, like I say, it's all about getting the right dance partners, isn't it, with these YouTube bouts. And he's just not got the right guy yet. That Chazza would have given him hell. But, I mean, to be fair to that, Ben, he knows what he is. He's not professing to be some kind of professional boxer. He's just getting in and getting stuck in, which I can't call a lad for that because he's doing more than I'm doing, isn't
he? Yeah. He's a good guy, and you know when I met him, he's a nice guy. Like he took time out, to stop and all that. Like he was in a hurry, like, and he seemed a nice guy. What about this guy here as a possible opponent for you, Norris? You know, you heard of this guy here, Eddie Hearn?
Oh yes, Eddie. Well, me and Eddie are going to do it in private, Jockney. Me and Eddie, I'm going to get Eddie down at some point, and me and Eddie are going to, you know, like Rocky and Creed, you know, we're going to do a bit of that. So I'm going to get him down, and we're going to absolutely give it some in my local gym, and we'll just record it and keep it between me and him. See, he's got the bragging rights. We'll do that.
Oh,
And there'll be a special few that might get to see it, Jockney. I'll send you a copy.
Yeah. He's quite a confident little character, this Eddie Hearn, in the boxing.
You've got to be, mate. Like that's the point. Is like I absolutely love Eddie's attitude. I know a lot of people. I know he might wind a few up and that, but you've got to be like that. You've got to be super confident. You can't be thinking that the next man's going to do you this, that, and the other. Do you know what I mean? My mental state's never been really a boxer's mental state because I'm a bit of a nice. Do you know what I mean? Whereas you've got to have that bit of an edge about you, like Eddie's got, which I think is great, mate. I love it.
Yeah. What do you think?
I encourage it.
What do you think this is? You know when Eddie fought the guy called Dennis the Menace? Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Right. This is what I said. My feedback was. I don't know what you think of this feedback. I says to Eddie when I watched him, like, because he hasn't done a lot of fights and all that, but I said, you want to do less. Because he kept going from side to side. He was running about all around the ring like.
They call it, Jockney. They call it gun shy. And what it is to be fair, he's a different animal now, Eddie. He showed me a couple of things, and what it is when you haven't engaged in being punched in the face regularly. So like when you see boxers and you see them, they're taking punches constantly, and you're like, oh, the other guy mustn't have any power. It's not always that. Some guys are very durable and they get in this lane where they're like, fuck it, I'll soak it up. A bit like Hector. Whereas Eddie was brand fire new to it. He was green as they come. So he's like, oh, you're not stinging me with a big shot. Whereas now he's less gun shy and he'll soak them up a bit to give a couple. Do you know what I mean? It's just part of the process a little bit. Whereas Dennis, he realised he was an older guy and he thought, the only chance I've got here is I've got to walk him down and catch him with something. That'd have been interesting if it had gone a couple of rounds. At that stage in the boat, like in Eddie's sort of like boxing career, if it had got a bit more pressure put on him, that'd have been pretty good. I'd have liked to carry on watching that another couple of rounds.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What do you think of that? Do you know anything about MMA? Do you MMA things?
I did a little bit, mate. Nothing to write home about. I've certainly got no belts in jiu-jitsu or anything, but I can smash your brains in if you fall on the floor. That's about it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what do you think of the MMA fight with it's Dennis and Menace again? Dennis and Menace.
With yeah. He didn't quite sink the guillotine choking quite right. It was more of a neck crank in the end. But yeah, I don't know. It was. it was a bit silly because you've got men there, and it's nothing against anybody. You've got guys there that have no clue on what's out of order and what's not. They don't even know what they're looking at. So when a guy's getting choked half to death, they wouldn't know what they wouldn't. There's nobody there to go, right, that's enough, that'll do. Like there's nobody technically minded enough to know if somebody's seriously hurt. So it shouldn't have really happened there and there. But I mean, I'm to blame a bit as well. Because in the morning, Peanut come on my live and I'm going, yeah, mate, fire away. Good laugh, innit? Fuck it. I felt dead bad, mate. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, Perry, you can just donk it out, can't you? That's it. Next thing I know, Peanut's looking like a swan.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, the MMA venue with all the stinging nettles and everything, like trees and everything.
Yeah, it was a bit, but like I say, people having the picnics. Do you know what I mean? No, do you remember what about the guy coming down the lane with his family? He had his jam sandwiches packed, and that big bloke turned him round, Friar Tucker at the gate, going, "Whoa, mate! There's a straightener going on here. You have to walk round the foot." I'd have been fuming, me. I'd have been like, "Take that shit somewhere else. Get to the gym. Trying to have me egg butties with me kids here. Feed the ducks."
Oh, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, the people who were there, like, as you say, to sort of referee or whatever, they were too busy with phones in their hands recording.
Yeah, it was. There was no medical team there, I can assure you. I think the monk had some Murray mints in his pocket just in case things got serious.
Oh,
yeah.
That was quite unexpected. Well, the only thing is, I'll tell you what, I salute them because all these sort of YouTube people and that, they're the only two people that have ever actually got it on in combat.
It was what it was, mate. Listen, as far as I was concerned, it was what it was. It was a bit of slap and tickle in a picnic area. The I-5'd at the end of it. That was it. It was done. But people it turns into like, it turns into more, because there's that many people with an opinion on shit like that, isn't there? I mean, should it have happened? Probably not. It happened. Nobody got seriously hurt. It was a bit embarrassing for them both, but whatever. Fights are embarrassing. People think that they're going to look like Muhammad Ali. Well, trust me, it's horrible. When you have like a bit of a dirty fight on the street, it's not good to watch. It's horrible. Loads of eye gouging and.
Yeah.
Anyway, Johnny, I've got shit to do. You've got me chatting here.
Hey?
I've got stuff to do, mate. I'm gonna have to get going.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Thanks for jumping on, man. You've given us
a good
you're
all right, mate. I'm enjoying it. Enjoying having the chat.
Yeah, good insight into this Paul Ellis and Hector fight. So hopefully, I might get somebody. They might jump on in a minute because I think they're watching it from, outside the chat.
Yeah. What? Wait, is somebody? Is it? When's it happening?
Well, I think it was. Originally, it was set for your call. I think the 14th of October. But then Hector done a video upsetting the apple cart, and it got cancelled and all that. And now he wants it back on.
Upsetting the apple cart. Listen, that's the bit I don't get, Johnny. Right?
Yeah.
You want to fight him, right? He's putting videos out, being more of a dickhead than he was before. So surely you'd want to fight him more. No, because he's being a dickhead. I don't want to fight him anymore. Don't make sense, does it? But anyway, I'll leave you on that one.
Yeah, all the best to you.
Yeah, peace out, man. I'm going to go and do my day. Yeah. Love and respect, man. Love and respect.
Yeah, have a great day, man. Yeah, Norris is well clued up in the boxing thing, isn't he? Like, he knows about it. It's his big hobby as well, isn't it? Watching boxing videos and all that, the history of boxing, all the different weights and all that. He knows he's very, very knowledgeable. And I think he'd be quite, if he goes to Glasgow next year to the big event in Glasgow that will probably be going on, the motorsports buggies event, like boxing event, organised by the fantastic Bluebell. She's the organiser, I think. She does all the organising. I think they're going to do it next year in Glasgow. I think that will be a big success because anything how can I put it? Motorsports does, but Bluebell, anything she organises, it's all top organisation. Do you get what I mean? Like, so I've got no worries about the event. The event will be fantastic in Glasgow next year. Yeah, I think they're looking at next year, like, so that's one for your diary next year. Yeah, it's, do you know what I mean? Like, it's, yeah, this thing about the Hector song, yeah, there's no Hector song. Like, I'm trying to, I'm giving it a body swerve because I don't really want to nobble anything with the Paul Ellis and Hector. I think these two guys could get this fight on for York Hall. But I don't know if Paul will be up for it now after listening to Norris's take on it. You know, Norris is very, very knowledgeable about boxing and all that. And I think after what he's just said there about Hector, like, will Paul be worried about it to get in there with Hector? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, he knows a lot about boxing, does Norris. He knows a lot about boxing, and he sort of put it out there what he thinks. So then you have it. The Hector is a boxing professional, expert boxer. Is Paul going to, you know, is he thinking now, like, you know what I mean? Like, we have to find out about this. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. He's in the gym, that Hector, every day or every other day, isn't he, as well? Is Paul in the gym? Is Paul in the gym doing the training? Do you know what I mean? Like, he did say, interestingly enough, did Norris, that the tactic to, if he was to try and put up a bit of a fight with Hector, would be to tire him out by leaning on Hector and tiring him out. Right, well, I'm going to put the link in, see if I can get Paul and Hector to come on in a minute. I'm going to put the link in again, yeah? But while we're waiting for them to come on, hang on a minute. PP, we got something in the pipeline. Hector, Paul, watch this space. All silliness has stopped. Yeah, PP's clued up as well, like. Right, what that was the tactic. The tactic that Thingamajig said there. The tactic that Norris said that Paul should employ in a fight would be to lean on Hector to tire him out. But I'll tell you what, after hearing that take on it from Norris, will Paul still be up for the fight? Because they're like, you know what I mean? Like, he's very, very knowledgeable. Is Norris? He did say the tactic would be to lean on Hector to tire him out. I've just got an idea because of that, because of him saying that. You know what I mean? Like, because he said that, like, because he said lean on me, you know, lean on him. Yeah. I'm going to sing a quick song, like, yeah. Peggy's going for Team Ellis. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Lean on Me by Bill Withers. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road, I'll share your load if you just call me. Call on me if you need a friend, I'll help you to carry on. If there is a load I'm on a day, get on. A cappella, my people, yeah. I'm doing this on my phone. I couldn't see the lyrics at the end there. It got a bit jumbled, but yeah, I smashed it there. No bother at all. No bother at all, that one, that little sort of song. But yeah, let's get back to things like, is Paul going to do it? Is Paul going to go? Let me say hello to some people in the chat, right, who just came in a bit thing me there. Good afternoon to the John Smith, the John Smith, the John Smith. Good afternoon to the John Smith. Good afternoon to ya. Good afternoon to the Lionheart, the Lionheart, the Lionheart. Good afternoon to the Lionheart. Good afternoon to ya. Good afternoon to the Jamie Sawyer, the Jamie Sawyer, the Jamie Sawyer. Good afternoon to Jamie Sawyer. Good afternoon to ya. Good afternoon to Dazzle the Voice, Dazzle the Voice, Dazzle the Voice. Good afternoon to Dazzle the Voice. Good afternoon to ya. Good afternoon to Son of William, Son of William, Son of William. Good afternoon to Son of William. Good afternoon to ya. Good afternoon to the one and only one of the firm, the Big Vlad P, the Big Vlad P, the Big Vlad P. Good afternoon to Big Vlad P. Good afternoon to ya. Good afternoon to the UK Dawn, the UK Dawn, the UK Dawn. Good afternoon to the UK Dawn. Good afternoon to ya. Good afternoon to the Gary Green, the Gary Green, the Gary Green. Good afternoon to Gary Green. Good afternoon to ya. Good afternoon to the Yorkshire's finest, the Yorkshire's finest, the Yorkshire's finest. Good afternoon to Yorkshire's finest. Good afternoon to ya. Spanish, you have to ask Peggy about that. Yorkshire's finest. She's in charge of all that sort of stuff. If she gives me the okay, I will give you a spanner. But I can't give it out without her say so. But she's the boss. My people, my people. Good afternoon to the Phil Graham, the Phil Graham, the Phil Graham. Good afternoon to the Phil Graham. Good afternoon to ya. I can't just dish out spanners without the bosses say so. Blimey hell, what do you think this is? A democracy? Good afternoon to fact notification, fact notification, fact notification. Good afternoon to fact notification. Good afternoon to ya. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to Hector and what you call it, Paul Ellis. I thought they were both going to jump on, take this marvelous opportunity to speak live to the people, but I don't know what they're doing at the minute. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. I can only do what I do, and I gave them the opportunity, but it looks like they might be a bit busy at the moment. And well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick the link in. Let's see if we can get this wee guy to talk about this fight. Let's see if we get the Eddie Hearn on. You jumping on Eddie? Eddie Hearn? I haven't spoke to him for a while. He's a bit of a funny man. Apart from boxing, he is a funny man and does a bit of comedy. He does a bit of comedy. He does Eddie Hearn. The link's there, Eddie. Jump on. You don't have to show your face. We don't want to frighten people. he likes publicity, you know. He comes on and shows his boat race, doesn't he? Like, yeah, it's me. You know what I mean? Like, he'll probably come on, you know. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Don't tell me he's got the old, nah, bro, I'm no panel guy anymore. What the hell? You couldn't keep him off panels a while back. No, you don't do no panels. You don't do no panels, like, what the hell? I'm going to stick a link in it. All comers can come on. Anybody can come on there. Yeah. Let's see who we got. Who we got here. What I do is I don't bother about asking to see people's faces and all that in the back studio. If you want to come on anonymous, you can. All I do in the back studio, I might say, show me your hand or something, just to make sure it's no something dodgy. I'll say, do a thumbs up. You know, you do that. You know how to do that. But I won't pick you. I don't want to see your face in the back studio. There's no need for that. There's no need for that as far as I'm concerned. And then I'll put you on anonymous. If you want to be on anonymous, you go on anonymous, incognito that is, or else you can go on showing your face if you want to do so. You so do. It is entirely up to you. I don't know if Mo's still in the chat somewhere. Did I mention to Kevo? I don't know if he said he was busy about his guitar. Did he want to jump on and do some songs? He is welcome to do that. Jump on and do a little song with your guitar, or else we can have Mo might even jump on and do something with her guitar. We had the 3 songs the other day from Mo, Irish songs. Yeah, brilliant they were. Brilliant songs. But we wait for to see if somebody is want to jump on and have a natter. They can jump on. It'd be good to get somebody that has not spoken. Who wants to hear Peggy come on and just speak for a couple of minutes? We'll just talk about anything. I will. Do you want to hear Peggy's fantastic voice? Yeah, Mo's going to the dentist. All right, darling, I hope it goes well with that dentist. Yeah, it's not a good thing, innit, knowing you go to the dentist, but she'll be okay, Mo will be. Good luck with that, darling. If you want Peggy to come on, and I'll just talk to her for a couple of minutes to hear her fantastic voice. Nice, smooth little conversation. I want to get you some confidence. Then please put number 1 in the chat if you want to hear Peggy jump on, or number 2 if you don't want to hear Peggy jumping on. Yeah, I know that, but they would like to hear you maybe. Like, just talk about, you take your time and you can get, I'm trying to think of the word, get experience of talking to just me and you on the panel. We will talk about something. I will think of something silly to talk about if you fancy it. I've got loads of ones there, Peggy. They're dying for you to jump on, darling. They're dying for you to jump on. But nobody's going to see you, darling. You don't even show your face in the back studio, nothing. And you jump straight on and I will just talk to you. We will slow your voice down so we get some experience for you. Do you remember the last time she jumped on, the last panel she jumped on Cesspit? She was like a tour de force. They're still recovering from her on the Cesspit. But that was a good thing. She cleared the air and everything went hunky-dory after that. Oh, look, we got Emma. Good morning, darling. Good afternoon, darling, I should say. Let's stick your link in and see if Emma's got to say. Let's see if is Peggy going to do it, like? Let's see. I'll stick your link in. There's a lot going on. The link is there. The link is there. Anybody can jump on. I think, is Peggy going to bite the bite the bullet? Is she going to bite the bullet? Me and Peggy could talk about Scottish independence. Look, we are big supporters of an independent Scotland. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that could be what we are going to talk about, Peggy, if you jump on for a couple of minutes, just a little short chat. Do you get what I mean? Emma's not up for it yet. She's just got up, so she's got to get herself sorted out in it. You know what I mean? Like, but I think I'm sorry to say, Maniac, the Union is in peril because we are going for an independent Scotland. We are going for an independent Scotland. Even PP supports an independent Scotland. He's half Scottish, isn't he? So he would do. Even the PP, big supporter of Scotland, independent Scotland. Oh, blooming hell, she's picked me through the mango. Oh, what? What about the old soul tire, Peggy? Look. I mean, like, got the old soul tire here for you as well. You know what I mean? Like, PP's gave the biggest boost to Scottish independence on YouTube for us. And he told us he let it slip, didn't he? I think his dad was Scottish or something. He's named after a Scottish river. Yeah, blooming hell, he's got it running through him. I think he's even gone up to see motorsports for a bit of jet ski and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, he's gone up the old there. I tell you what, I'm going to give you a bit of advice. I think PP's been a bit, like, so he knows about it. Make sure you get some stuff to stick on you, like, rub it on you, some lotion for the midges. Because I think the midges will be run about the lochs. You know, run about the lochs. They go near the water. The midges will eat you alive up there if they run about that area. Yeah, the midges do eat. Oh, blooming hell, midges are absolutely murder with the midges when they get hold of you. Yeah, there it is from PP. Look, there you go, man. Independent Scotland there. Independent. Yeah, he's going to do all that stuff. Yeah, motorsports has got him going up there. Go up there, PP, book into a little bed and breakfast thing near the loch. You'll get top grub and all that in the little places. That's what I would do. I would go for, rather than going to a little, no, like one of them hotel things, I would go to like just a little sort of bed and breakfast thing, something like that up there. God, you'll be laughing your head off, man. Get a nice breakfast and all that. Square sausages, bacon, square sausages, bacon, beans, mushrooms, totty scones. That's potato scones for you, PP, potato scones. Call them totty scones up there, or tatty scones, depends which part of Scotland you come from. Yeah, you'll love it up there, the old breakfast and that. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. And you'll have the opportunity to talk to motorsports, learn a new language, how to speak in code. How to speak in code. Yeah, PP, you'll be able to speak in code. Motorsports you will leave Scotland after a couple of days and you'll be sort of fluent in YouTube code. Do you get what I mean? Like YouTube code, you've got a lot going for you on that. A lot going for you on that. The thing is, when you got there and if you do book into a bed and breakfast and all that, when you go to pay the bill or something, go to get your card out, your wallet, make sure to tell them say to the woman, excuse me, darling, I'm just going to open the wallet, just so she don't get frightened when the moth flies. Oh yeah, when that moth flies, and make sure you dust your bank card. When you take that bank card out the wallet, make sure you dust it before you stick it in the card reader. Yeah, you don't want to jam it up and all that. when I get a B&B, got to say, when in Edinburgh, the breakfast nice and the potato cakes are superb. Blooming hell, PP, it's not potato cakes, it's potato scones, little thin things. Usually they're sort of a triangular shape. They could be or round, like, yeah, good stuff it is up there. It's good stuff up there. And if you're up there and you're actually, everybody uses cards, don't need to pay for things. But if you do use some like notes, like bank notes, yeah, make sure you don't come back over the border with a Scottish £20 note or something, because you'll find it very hard to get somebody to accept it in south of the border, back in England. They look at it and think, what's this? Is this monopoly money or something? They do not like to accept the Scottish money, although it's legal tender. It is legal tender, but still they will not accept it. Yeah, Peggy's the big shout out for Pet the Glasgow. Yeah, Peggy's got away with words. She's got away with words. Yeah, the old wallet, man, the old wallet. Let's stick. What if he's got his note? They did do £100 note. Oh, I don't know. £100 note. It must have been a one-off, that one, wasn't it? That must have been a one-off, the £100 note. PP, can I just say from the chat to you, or whatever if you're jumping on, you're welcome to jump on. But what I would like to know, PP, is do you think there's any chance? What's Hector doing at the moment? Because I know you're his top advisor. Is he doing the gym at the minute, training, or is he out and about, or what? I'm just wondering if he's going to be jumping on here. Like, can you Insta him? Do something with Insta? Can you tell me the audience is waiting for him? His audience. Paul probably won't jump on till he sees Hector jumping on, if he does. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to make this fight for York Hall, Bethnal Green. We're trying to get it done as well. And where is Hector when you need him? Wait a minute, he's probably driving a bit at the minute, isn't he? Hector, come and tell us about what's going on with this fight. Yeah. We want to know what your plan is with the fight at the York Hall, Bethnal Green, home of the boxing, the ABAs. It's world famous, isn't it? World famous is York Hall, Bethnal Green. Oh, he's at the gym, I think. Yeah, I thought he would be. He's always in the gym, Hector, isn't he, man? I'll tell you what, man, he must be getting super fit. I think he's at the gym. I've tried to message him. I'll try again. Yeah, he's put it this way. If he's not super fit, he's nearly there, because he's always in the gym every time I see him. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, Carlton Bennett, Peggy's going in hardcore. Peggy's going in hardcore there. Now I've retired that. Me and PP have sorted things. I've retired that song. I'm a man of the truth. I'm a man of honour, and I have retired the song. It is retired. Cracking day out there the day. Woo! Cracking day. Let's stick a link and see if any old comers are jumping on. What's this thing here about? Frank notification is saying something about don't Looney Tunes ever come in here. Is Looney Tunes in the chat, is he? like whoever Looney Tunes is. I haven't spotted him. I think he's talking about, if he's not in the chat, like the guy called Looney Tunes, yeah. I think he's a Londoner as well, Looney Tunes. I heard the guy. I think this was the guy that was on. Would you call it? Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, nice one, PP. Yeah, lovely jubbly. I'll stick the link in. If he comes into the chat, I'll stick the link in. But the link's in the chat at the minute anyway. But I'll stick it in if he goes in the chat and what have you. Keep your eye open for Hector. He might come parachute straight on. But this guy that was on Cesspit last night, you know the guy called Looney Tunes, which fax notification was going on about. Well, that guy Looney Tunes, I think he's a Londoner, and what do you call it? Yeah, he was having a bit of a thing me on the Cesspit, the Looney Tunes. But some people were going on about his his hooter, you know, his old snout. It was a big snout, like, and I think what it was with Looney Tunes, it was just the way it was the way he was doing it with his camera, you know, his like phone, like. I think he holds his phone to a funny way, like, sort of thing, which sort of makes him look bigger. Because when I seen him, I thought that guy's got a big head, didn't he? You know, Looney Tunes, like. But it's just the way the guy, he does something with his phone. He's right up there. He's got the phone like about 6 inches from his face or something. So I don't know what Looney Tunes is doing, man. I don't know what happened. He was on the thing, like, and it were all him and another guy. Him and another guy. I heard them before, called Julian. Yeah, I forget what it was. It might have been on Exposures or something one night. This guy, Looney Tunes and Julian, they keep having an argument. I think Looney Tunes lives in Dagenham, and I don't know where Julian lives somewhere around about. They're London or sort of Londonish. Dagenham's Essex, isn't it? They call it Essex, sort of Greater London or something. But so these two guys are Londoners, and they're winding each other up, basically winding each other up. That's all. Like I think they just like arguing with each other. Do Looney Tunes and Julian? Yeah, Julian, like. I think Julian was giving instructions to Looney Tunes to meet him at McDonald's in real time while he was on the live. I don't know if Looney Tunes has got a jam jar. Oh, here's Hector coming through. We'll stick him straight on. I hope it's him. Just wave at me, Hector, so I know it's not a video. Yeah, it's Hector. He's coming straight on, man.
Hector. Good afternoon, Jockney.
How you doing, man?
I'm all good, mate. Have we got Paul Ellis jumping on here as well, or is it just me and you?
Well, I don't know. He might jump on if he sees you on, because he could be in the, in the chat, but in the back watching you, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You look happy, man.
I am happy. I haven't had much sleep last night. It was so hot I couldn't get to sleep. But it's a beautiful day. Do you know what I mean? I'm alive, beautiful mood.
Yeah.
Why not?
I just had a guy on, and he's quite a bit of an expert at, like a pundit, watches boxing and all that.
Yeah.
And he's called Norris of Loxley. He's quite knowledgeable.
I know Norris is. Yeah. What's Norris saying?
He said, because you're an ex-professional boxer and all that sort of stuff, he says Paul's chances aren't very good. Like, he said money on you, like, all the time, sort of thing, like,
Listen, Paul's chances are slim to none. I said to him I'll give him a stone in weight, because I've got so much experience with the boxing. I've said to him I'll give you a stone in weight, and I also said to him, Johnny, I was going to box in 10 ounce. He can box in 10s, 14s, or 16s. it doesn't matter to me, you know, because I do have that experience with him, and I don't think it will go his way at all. And I don't want to, you know, take the piss, humiliate him with small gloves or whatever, even though he does want the bare knuckle rematch, apparently, which we can also do. I don't think he might change his mind after the first fight.
Yeah, but you know that thing about that Paddy's farm thing and all that stuff? Paddy left a comment in one of my videos. He said, there's no fight taking place on Paddy's farm.
Yeah, well, this is what I heard, Jockney, yeah, because, listen, I'll tell you the truth, yeah? Paul Ellis, if you're listening, Nick and him and Burkett, Paul Ellis's phone, like, left voice notes on my phone. Like, oh, Hector, when I see you, it's not going to be a fight. The last thing it's going to be is like a fair fight. Wait to see, I'm going to do this and that. Like, I know it's banter. I'm not going to put none of this stuff out there, yeah? But it's the same with when Burkett's phoned me and he said, right, we're going to sort it down on Paddy's farm. Paddy said, come down there, blah, blah, blah. A few days notice, Jockney, I'm not stupid, yeah? Paddy is, like, known for being a man that's murdered many people down on the farm. Like, I now got Burkett telling me to go and meet them lot there on a whim when Paddy's got like some massive Newcastle gangster family. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it. But it goes to show me that it's all rubbish, it's all nonsense, because that Paddy said this. I've heard this from PP, he told me as well. So it's nonsense from Burkett and Paul Ellis on their side. And you've got to remember, everyone hates Hector and they say, Hector's called out this person, Hector's called out that person, etc., etc. Paul Ellis is the one that called me out. You know what I mean, Sparrow? Like, yeah, it wasn't me that called him out. Him and Burkett called me out. So, well, we've put this little calling out bit past me because I went on a bit of a negative rant on YouTube. We got loads of subs, but they're not real subs. They're like troll subs. Do you know what I mean? They only like negative things. They don't like anything I do positive. If that makes sense. So I got rid of that idea, yeah, and I've decided to be a kinder person, like with Paul. And I said to Paul, come down, do the first fight at York Hall with me. You won't need a fair play, man. You can bring who you want, but there's full security. Liam Galvin will be the cameraman. There'll be a proper referee, everything. And as a gentleman, I guarantee that no one will start on you in the arena outside of the York Hall. Do you know what I mean? You have full blessing. And I said afterwards, we sit down. I said, bring Burkett with you if you want. And afterwards, we sit down and we sit on the table. We sort things out, shake hands, and I'll rematch you wherever you want the rematch. If he wants to do the bare knuckle rematch, I've had fights in the street, Jockney, but I've never signed up to going into a one-on-one bare knuckle, you know, with another fighting man. But I don't think that he has either, and I don't think that I'm the right person for him to do that with. Personally, you know what I mean? But he says I'm a pussy, and he says he'll squash me. I think Paul Ellis. I think I'm a lot bigger than when he meets me than what people think. Because when I met Liam Ditchy, he was quite surprised. He was like, I thought you was a lot smaller than that because I'm quite thick set. So I think he's gonna he'll have a bit of a surprise. But you know what? If Paul does come down, we'll definitely sell tickets and stuff for the fight, and he'll definitely get a fair fight. And I probably wouldn't be as ruthless as I could be on him if I found him struggling early on in the rounds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if he shows heart.
Yeah, you know the thing about the bare knuckle. Just say you're going to do bare knuckle at York Hall.
Yeah.
How would it be? Would it actually be rounds, or would it just be you're in the
well,
bell?
If me and if Ellis wanted to do a bare knuckle in York Hall, I am up for in one long round. Do you know what I mean? I've spoke to Chelsea Noel, who's organising the show, and he said he's fine. He's got one more bare knuckle fight if Paul Ellis chooses to fight bare knuckle. So we can either do, I think they do 2-minute rounds. I will negotiate with Paul Ellis. I'm not like selfish. I want my own way. I would go for one long round, last man standing, but I don't know what his fighting experience is. I've fought in York Hall about 10 times in my life. I'm used to the crowd. I'm pretty tough, and I don't know how he would fare in a real one. So I will fight him bare knuckle, but for him, I suggest that he maybe get some gloves on and chooses the right size, because I don't think he's ever been in a ring or in a contest with anyone like me. I've fought at competition level since I was
Yeah,
13 years old, Jockney. So
yeah,
to
yeah,
me,
yeah.
when I call the guys out for a fight and it is mostly banter, I can back it up. I've been doing this since a child. I love it. It's what I do. It's in me, you
Yeah,
know. It's what I do from young. So
yeah.
hopefully he does. I've spoke to him. I just want to say, like, I've been on the messages with him. Okay, it's not all evil. I know I say bad things, call him names and all of that, and I said I won't do
Yeah,
it in
yeah.
on the leads to the run up. I'll stop. You know where that I say all these things. Everybody's YouTube, so I won't do none of
Yeah.
that. And we seem to be on quite good terms. We're going to speak on Monday. I think
Oh,
what I'm
that's
going to
good.
do it. I'm going to do a live. You can come on it if you want. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
lives. But I'm going to do a live, and me and PP are going to do it because I do have a StreamYard thing to do it. I just don't like lives, really. I don't do
Yeah,
lives.
yeah,
But we're
yeah,
going to
yeah.
do this one with Paul Ellis. That's what we're going to do on Monday. He's agreed to it. So
Yeah.
I can just say what it is for now, and then we'll take it from Monday when
Yeah,
we
that's
get
good.
Paul on.
That's good.
But you're
Yeah.
welcome to jump on the panel, Jockney, with
Oh, yeah,
me and
yeah, thanks,
PP.
mate. Thanks. Can I ask you a couple of things, right? But this is just about your entourage or your team. You know, your
Yeah.
team. Like, is this connected that Dr. Rackpool is your sort of corner man or something? Dr. Rackpool.
I'm gonna bring Dr. Paul, yeah, because I
Yeah,
can handle myself in the York Hall. I could probably manage with a stranger just giving me water. Like I said, I've been doing this so long, Johnny. But I'm gonna do more collaborations with people that I can. Like PP's coming down. I'm gonna meet Paul next week. I think it would be fun for the YouTubers if Paul was in the corner. It would be more entertaining. We'd get more viewers, and sort of like I wanted to do in the first place, sort of bringing people together. Even though we might be arguing on the way into the fight, hopefully by
yeah,
the end of the fight, no matter what happens, who knows? I'm not Superman. Paul Ellis could maybe run out, land a big punch on me, and I could be KO round one, crying that I want a rematch. You know, it's a fight.
yeah,
But
yeah.
hopefully, we just fight and we shake hands and make up and we show people that this is what it's about. And that's it. Like, do you
Okay.
know what I mean? There was a bit of banter. We had the fight, and that's it. We make up and move on from there on to the next one.
Would you? This is one. Would you say that PP's your number one advisor? Is PP
I
your
would
number
say
one
that
advisor?
I would say that definitely not my number one advisor, but I'll tell you a bit about PP, yeah? PP's been one of the people, you meet a lot of people on YouTube, Jockney, yeah? And
Yeah,
people seem to get your number and call you, but in the background, PP is giving me quite good advice in the right direction. Do you know what I mean? He sees certain things where I sometimes can go off my head a bit. And, do you know, I was like, PP, this person said this, and he'll go, no, Hector, don't do that. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to take it like this. And he seems to have given me quite good advice, Johnny, like on
yeah,
things to do. Do you know what I mean? And it also,
yeah,
Johnny, he's sort of been there, like giving me support in the background, because don't forget, it was only March when I was in hospital, broken leg and
yeah,
depressed
yeah,
about
yeah.
it. And PP's always been there. So he might be my number one advisor for this fight. I'll give him that if he's listening. Go on, PP, you could be number one advisor. And we've got Paul in the corner with the water. How do you stand with Paul, Johnny? You all right?
Yeah, he's okay, right, Paul. Yeah, he lives in my old manor, Hackney. I used to live there for donkey's years.
I was born there, Jockney. That's my old area as well. I was raised there as a kid, so.
Where were you born there? Yeah.
I was born in Hackney Hospital, and I lived in Hoxton.
Oh, hang on a minute. Were you born in? Because my son, like, he was born in the one called the Mother's Hospital.
That's
you know, the
Mother's.
One,
Yeah. That's it.
You know the one. It's turned into flats, but it's like
It was like when I was young, it was like a women's refuge sort of hospital for like.
Yeah. Salvation Army, wasn't it?
That's it. That's the one. Yeah.
So you were born in there, yeah?
Yeah. It's on my birth certificate, passport. Born in Hackney. That's where I'm from originally. I also lived just for a little while as a child, just on Downs Park, like.
Yeah, I know Downs Park and all that.
Yeah, Pembury Estate.
Pembury and all that. Pembury Estate.
Yeah.
Like, it's changed.
Yeah, it's changed. It's nice. When I was growing up, it was quite rough. Now it's quite yuppie, and it's quite alright.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get a
It's,
diversity of people. They're different kind of people and stuff, but it's lovely. It's nice.
yeah. So you're a Hackney guy.
I'm a Hackney sort of Hackney. I'm an East London and Essex guy. I moved around a lot when I was young,
Yeah,
and
but originally you were sort of Hackney sort of thing, like, you know?
100%. I still am. I'm just down the road, Hackney in Leighton. Really, that's my base. Where I am properly. Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
So what else we're doing, Jotney? Yeah, is me and Rat Paul's gonna do we're gonna go down the pub and do a live and all of that next week. With PP. So you're welcome to jump on them streams as well, mate. And hopefully we can collaborate and get like my subs joining on your channel and vice versa. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be good for everybody.
I'm just going to ask you another one. Do you think is it true that PP is a man of the truth? Would you say this is true? Is it?
I'd say yeah. PP showed me nothing, but he's the man of the truth, and he always sticks up for me with the truth when he comes out with things. I've not known that he'd be any kind of a liar, unless anyone's going to say different. PP's a good geezer.
I wouldn't laugh with that.
He seems to always tell the truth to me unless I'm being tricked. Do you know what I mean? He's a good guy, Johnny.
Yeah, did you know that
he's a
PP
good man.
is half Scottish? Did you know he's half Scottish, PP? This is true.
No, I'm not sure that PP's half Scottish, but I do know that me PP are going to Scotland soon. Actually, we're going to go and meet Buggies, I think, strangely enough. Another one.
Yeah, you got up as well. I'll be meeting Motorsports.
Yeah. I'm going to go up there, you know. So we've all had our little problems and turnouts, but it's not really doing. It doesn't really do anyone any favours, does it? Like in the long run, what favours does it do apart from make people argue and get stressed out? It's rubbish.
Yeah.
Like if people are going to get together.
Yes. Sorry.
Sorry, Johnny. Go ahead.
Have you ever heard of these things in Scotland? Little tiny microscopic flies called midges. They're famous midges.
I heard of midges. We get them down here as well. They bite you, right?
What you want to do if you go anywhere near water, because I'm thinking if you go near the loch and that, they like to go near water, you know, in the land bit.
Yeah.
They'll eat you alive, so you need to.
Yeah, they bite you, didn't they?
Like get some stuff to rub on, like a sort of repellent stuff, like I tell you what, man. If they like you, could. I think what they do is when they bite somebody, if they like, this is true. If they like the sort of, your blood or something, they like.
Yeah. They keep attacking.
They'll go for you. Like I tell you, they'll eat you alive, man.
I'll make sure that I get some midges cream, so I don't get eaten. But I'm looking forward to doing these kind of other things. Do you know what I mean? People. All of this calling each other out. No one's turning up to fight me on the street. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to do it. And if they did do it, it'd be pretty brave, and one, it would be a pretty stupid idea, I think, to fight a professional fighting man. So, what I was trying to do, like I said, with the D-Lynch Wall thing, but that seems to have fizzled out a lot. People have lost interest. I was trying to get it while it was hot and try and make some kind of money, Jockney, because as you know, I'm not a rich man. Like, I don't know about everybody else, but I can do with this money, Jockney. I need this. You know what I mean? So when people hear me running my mouth and saying crazy things, I'm trying to get the spontaneous. I got 3 girls to look after. I'm trying to generate money, you know.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best out here. A lot of people got maybe the wrong impression. A lot of people liked me, the attitude that I came with, but you know, it's time for a little bit of a change around now. I don't like doing this YouTube beef constantly. It's too much headache and it's too negative. And I think in the long run, positive's better. Do you know what I mean, Johnny?
Yeah, when you see Motorsports as well, like he's talking about arranging, you know, his wife Bluebells as well. She's like an organizer. They're thinking of doing an event in Glasgow next year. That might be one that you could make some long.
Yeah, I speak to Buggies quite a lot. Before we fell out, me and Buggies was always talking to each other. Do you know what I mean? And it wasn't really down. It was a bit my fault. Like you sort of go with the crowd. If you get on one of these stations like Exposure or Cesspit, you become sort of like a part of the crowd, and you end up sort of going with the crowd and stuff. And because I ended up having that fallout of Uncle K, then I just took it out on Exposure, Buggies, and everyone. Do you know what I mean? But it shouldn't have been like that because motorsports actually didn't do anything to me. And why I said something terrible, and when I look back, it was insensitive of me, especially because that person will have family and all of that, and it was wrong. And so I apologised.
Yeah, water under the bridge, innit? Water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge, Johnny, mate. All done.
Yeah. I was going to say, how's your leg at the minute? Is it good?
Look, it's better. It's better. It's getting there. I tell you what, 2 months I'll be flying. I'm willing to take challenges now, though. It doesn't matter to me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna. If my leg buckles under the pressure, it does. I'm not gonna make an excuse. Like I got in there. Do you know what I mean?
I've got another one for you. Like I know you've got quite a few tattoos. What would you say is your two things about tattoos? What is your funniest tattoo? Have you got a funny one? Anyone?
The funniest tattoo is probably what my daughter did on my leg. I don't know if you can see it, and it just says trust. I said she can tattoo what she wants, and she says trust no one. She
just wrote it with a pen or something, and the tattoo guy.
I let her use my tattoo gun. I let her write it out like with a stencil. I taught her because I'm a tattooist as well. I don't put much of my tattooing stuff online, but that's what I do. So I've taught her how to use a stencil, and she got my pen, put her gloves on, and she was a natural. She got it in first time. The ink stayed in. Yeah, so that's the best one. And my favourite one is this one on my neck, the Sacred Heart. Religious tattoo. Obviously, I'm a man of God and stuff.
Thing, isn't it? Like, with the wings, like,
and the flame coming out of it at the top. That's my favourite tattoo.
I'm assuming, I mean, I'm not thinking religion, but I assume you're probably a Catholic, weren't you? Catholic?
Christian more, Christian, a heavy believer in God, but sometimes I'll sway between all the religions because there's bits and pieces you can pick out of Christianity, Catholicism, you know, but I'm a believer of Jesus Christ and God, and that's how it is.
Well, you'll get on all right with exposure, won't you?
Yeah, well, I think exposure takes the... I don't know if he's being serious when he says it. Like, I'm serious when I say it. When I jumped on exposure last time, he goes, do you accept Jesus as your saviour? And I'm like, of course I accept Jesus as my saviour. I'm like, born again. I've been born again Christian. I've done, do you know what I mean? I've done all of it. Accepted. And then I was thinking, is he taking the piss or is he being serious? And then I thought, I can't work exposure out. Like I said, I'll jump on his panel. Next thing he was going, Hector the Beg's gonna jump. I said, do you know what? Forget it, PP. I'm not jumping on there. Like, because that channel, you've got to be brave to jump on exposure anyway. Because you could end up getting ruined on there very quickly. If you're not careful, them boys are hardcore. Do you know what I mean? You can't just jump on there willy-nilly.
Yeah, I'm very happy that you're a Hackney guy because as I say, I used to live in Hackney for a long time.
Big up the Hackney Massive.
Yeah, I lived in Hackney. My son was born in that same hospital you got. You're a mother.
There you go. Right? Yeah, and, there you go.
And I've still got I've got like family there, sister, brother, and sister, like and one of my sisters, like. So I've got like Hackney, like, you know, and I worked in Hackney as well for years, like, so.
You're local. You're a local Hackney. You should come down and meet me in Rackpool.
Yeah, well, I'm now in the city of London, you know, like Square Mile. I'm just up the road, like, you know, near like Shoreditch, sort of.
Yeah, you can meet us. You're not. If you want to come and meet us on Saturday, I'm not sure exactly what day, but we'll tell you. If you want to meet me, Rackpool, PP, come to the pub. We do a pub live. We'll put the things flat. Probably go on Dr. Rackpool's channel. He's got most subs, and we have a plan, and then we can just talk about everything.
Yeah, leave it with me. If I don't do that, I'll do something another time.
Yeah. I'll just jump on the live or whatever, innit, Johnny?
Yeah, you're welcome to any time. I mean, it's fantastic talking to you. And,
you too, Johnny. And good to put the water under the bridge.
Yeah, water under the bridge. I mean, people can see you're how can I put it? There's another side to you, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is that, and that's what people need to understand. I'm not just a psychopath. Like I am pretty chilled out and funny as well. It's just, you know what it is, Jockney. You know what gets views and you know what doesn't. I'm trying to build a big channel, and you know certain things will get nothing. The more nicer you are and positive to people, it seems everyone will go, I don't fucking listen to that. Like, you're right, why are you being so fucking nice? You get 5 views. Do you know what I mean?
Do us a favour, Hector. Do me a big favour, man.
Yeah.
Just say something nice to Peggy. I think she might be in the chat somewhere.
Peggy, big up Peggy. I'm sorry, Peggy, for saying them vile things, calling you Peggy the pig. But that picture's not you on your profile, Peggy. So I wasn't insulting you, if you know what I mean, even though you're taking it personally. And I'm sorry. I was bantering Peggy on Cesspit the other night. And Peggy says, I said, is it over? And Peggy says, yes. So big love to Peggy, everyone. And I apologise for the vileness that I did inflict. It's a bit rude. Sometimes I go far.
Hector, you don't have to go for the top, man.
I'm just telling you. I know Peggy can get upset quickly as well.
Oh, don't worry, she's vicious as well, man.
Yeah, I know. I've heard her go wild before as well. I know that she's about. She's all right though. She's all right. Each to their own, Johnny. Whatever gets us all through the day, how we are is how we are. And like I said, I'm sure when everyone does meet up and everything, like including people like me and Burkett, I'm sure that Burkett will smile and laugh. Do you know what I mean? And go, fuck
yeah, that's it. Like, I think this thing can happen at what you call it, York Hall.
Right? I think so.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'll probably pop down and watch it because it's just
100%.
Up the road.
It's up the road. Yeah, 100%. You should.
Like,
the more of us, the merrier.
Yeah, fantastic, man.
That's
anyway,
what I say.
Yeah, I'll let you go and get on with your daily light and that. And
thank you, Jockney, and thanks for having me on. Yeah.
No worries, man. It's a pleasure, man. Man.
We'll speak soon.
Hackney,
come on. Big up Hackney, big up East London, everybody, and I'll get back to you all soon. Jockney, it's been a pleasure. I'll speak to you soon, mate.
Thanks, mate.
See you, mate.
Thank you very much indeed. See you, mate. Bye. Yeah, there you go. There's Hector, nice guy, isn't he? See, when you talk to the guy, like, yeah, I'll tell you what, like, I'm very, very impressed there with Hector. Yeah, I think the fight with Paul Ellis and Hector, that'll be good. I mean, it just shows you how sort of noble he is in that as well, that he's saying, like, if he were to begin Paul Ellis a bit of a, a bit of a doing, you know, if he was on top of him, that he'd ease off a bit, let it go a bit thingy. So, yeah, this is what you like, somebody who's got a bit of, a bit of decorum. Good guy. I'm very impressed with Hector. And he's born in the same hospital as my son was born. The mother's in Hackney Road. You know, it was the Salvation Army, a little hospital, like sort of prefab building hospital. It's now flats they've built on it, but yeah, big shout out to Hector. Very, very big shout out to Hector, and I think Paul Ellis will get the fight on, like, yeah, Paul, because definitely, and good luck to Hector with that one, man. Good luck to him. That's fantastic. So, yeah, I'm well pleased with that. It was great that talking to him there, finding out a good few wee things in that, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, big up to the Hector. Very, very, very impressed with Hector. 100%. So on that note, I'm just going to sing a song now. Like, I'm just going to sing a song and then I'll bring the curtain down. That was fantastic. Good afternoon to the Sean Wayne. Good afternoon, Sean Wayne. Good afternoon to you. Yep, that's been one of my best lives guests. We had about 40 or odd at the time when Hector was on, but people will get wind of it and watch it. And I think he done himself a lot of good there. Do you know what I mean? Like, he done himself a lot of good. I mean, definitely. I'm very, very impressed. So I'm just going to do a song and I'll bring the curtain down, and I'll get on with the old afternoon. But that was fantastic. That was. Let's get a song. What can I sing to bring the curtain down? Here we go. I'm very, very impressed there. Very impressed. 100% impressed. Really, really nice guy. Hackney guy originally. Lives in Essex now, didn't he? Or Leighton, up the road, Essex. And then Essex is out further. But very, very impressed. Okay, we'll sing this song. this has got a Scottish feel to it for the Scots out there, and we'll bring down the curtain on. Yeah, we'll bring down the what do you call it? The curtain on the live. So we're going to sing "Will You Go, Lassie Go." Yeah, it's got a Scottish feel to it. Here we go. Oh, the summer time has come, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon cool crystal fountain, and round it I will pile all the flowers o' the mountain. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will range through the wilds and the deep glen sea dreamy, and return with the spoils to the bower o' my dearie. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? If my true love shall not come, then I'll surely find another to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? A cappella, my people, yeah, woo, boom. There you go, my people. What a fantastic life with a fantastic, I have to say, Hector. He blooming smashed it there, done himself the world of good. Very, very nice guy, and I'm very, very happy with the way things are turning out. Hopefully, we'll get that fight for the York Hall on the 14th of October, I think it is. It'll be all sorted. I'm sure that Paul Ellis will agree to it, and I'm sure it'll get on. And it's a good thing for Hector as well. Brilliant. I'll just say good afternoon to the Pollyanna Arts. Good afternoon to Pollyanna Arts. Good afternoon to you. Right, I'm going to bring the curtain down, my people. But as I say, thank you very much once again to the one and only Hector. Cracking guy, and we wish him all the very best of luck. And let's hope you get the fight on for the York Hall, Bethnal Green with Paul Ellis. And on that note, I'm going to say good afternoon, everybody. Have a great day and be lucky. And I'll catch you on a live probably next week. So, as I say, have a great day, have a great afternoon, great evening, and be lucky. Catch you next week, but I'll be in chat.